Guys, low-key, I'm kind of nervous because everybody's sleeping. Because the time that I'm filming this at is at 1:44 a.m. Hey guys, it's Gizele and welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be another book video, and I've actually been enjoying to be making these book videos for you guys because recently, if you guys don't follow me on my Instagram, I highly suggest that you follow me on Instagram. But basically on my Instagram, I have like a book tab, and I really like update you guys on what current books I'm reading or like when I finish a book. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the first 5 books that I've read in 2023. Technically, all these 5 books have been books that I've been reading for a month, and I've been trying to read a book each month so that way by the end of 2023 I can like give you guys a good book video like my last one. And if you guys haven't watched that one, make sure you guys subscribe and go watch that one. You don't have to subscribe, but you could watch that one, you know. Please make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell for post notifications to get notified every time I post. And why don't we just get started? So in these videos, I read the back part of the book. I read the Goodreads ratings, what Goodreads rates it as, and then I give you my rating, and then I kind of give you like my description of the book. So yeah, that's what we're gonna base it off, just in case you guys are brand new. But the first book that I read in 2023 was Anna and the French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins. This book is an international bestseller. Honestly, girl, I should have read this when I was like going on my trip to London and Paris, but I didn't because I got super excited, and I, for good reasons, got excited. I am gonna read the back. Also, if you hear like a slur, it's because I have my Invisalign on, so that's also something to keep in mind. Anna is happy in Atlanta. She is a loyal best friend and has a crush on her co-worker at the movie theaters, who is also starting to return her affection. So she's less than thrilled when her father decides to send her to a boarding school in Paris for her senior year. But despite not speaking a word of French, Anna meets some cool new people, including a handsome, I don't know how to pronounce his first name. It's either Etienne or Etienne. I don't want to like hurt his first name, so I'm just going to call him Sinclair. Including the handsome Sinclair, who quickly becomes her best friend. Unfortunately, he is taken, and Anna might be too. Well, a romantic near misses ends the French kiss she's been waiting for. So that's the back of the book, and now I'm gonna give you guys the Goodreads rating. So the Goodreads rating on Anna and the French Kiss is actually 5 stars. Like the majority is 5 stars, and I'm kind of crazy. Like that's kind of like okay. My rating for this book is actually 4.5 stars. So the reason why it wasn't 5 stars was because like not only there was like a lack of communication between them, but there was also like a good like personal development. Like there was like development between her and Sinclair. It has friends to lovers trope. It also has betrayal like of best friend. Anna and Sinclair become friends, and while like you're gonna figure this out, this is no spoiler, but Anna is like a big movie fanatic. Her and Sinclair have like this relationship where like they go to the movies, enjoy a movie, and then from there Sinclair shows her like different parts of Paris, and you just see like the character development between them two. But I really like this book. Of course I like this book. I literally finished this book in a week, and I'm kind of like looking forward to going to Paris this summer and like seeing those places where they went specifically, because I checked on my tour guide and there's some places that for sure were hitting that were mentioned in the book, and I do recommend it to people who are interested in like best friends to lovers tropes. So immediately after I finished that book, I like hopped on to the 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. The first plot twist I saw happening, the second plot twist I did not see happening. So let me read the back of the book and then give you the Goodreads rating. Reclusive Hollywood icon Evelyn Hugo is finally ready to tell the truth about her glamorous and scandalous life. But when she chooses an unknown magazine reporter, Monique Grant, to write her story, no one is more astonished than Monique herself. Determined to use the opportunity to jumpstart her career, Monique listens in fascination. From making her way to Los Angeles in the 1950s to leaving her business in the 80s, and of course having the 7 husbands along the way, Evelyn unspools a tale of ruthless ambition, unexpected friendships, a great forbidden love. But Evelyn's story nears its conclusion. It's become clear that her life interest with Monique is its own tragic and irreversible ways. But by reading the back of the book, you could kind of like get an idea what the first plot twist is, which I really don't think is a plot twist, but some people consider it to be, but I really don't think so. I did catch myself, like, when I was reading this book, imagining that this was like a Netflix series. Like, I'm not even joking with you. Like, when I got home after school, I always thought to myself, oh, like, I need to finish this, like, I need to finish the show. And I never finish shows or watch movies during school, like the school week, because I'm so scared that I get like too attached. Taylor Jenkins Reid's descriptions with books gives you the mindset. Like, you could actually picture what she's doing. Evelyn, Hugo, her friends, Monique, the setting, what's going on. It's just like, it's so vivid that you could even picture what's going on. Okay, so the Goodreads rating is 5 stars for this book. Oh, I don't know. Okay, so I think it's either a 4.5 stars or 5 stars for me, because, oh my god, I love the story. I love her friends. I love Harry Cameron. He's such a great man. I cried for a character, and oh my god, this book is amazingly, like, the fact that I can even like picture it as like an actual story in my brain and then like cry about it, that tells me that it is a 5 stars. See, so it has secret lovers trope. It also has forbidden love. She, like, Evelyn Hugo, I need her mindset. My rating is 5 stars and I do recommend it. This was my first 5 stars of 2023. The third book, this book is called The Good Girls Complex by Ellie Kennedy. I had started it in 2022, but then I stopped reading it, and I don't remember why at the time why I stopped reading it. So I reread it, and then when I got to a specific page, they always say like, don't judge a book by its pages until you're after the 100-page mark. I was after the 100-page marks with this book, and the language it like uses, it was way too straightforward for me. Cannot handle when someone's like that straightforward. Like, I can't even like say how like straightforward they would be, because like that's just, I will read the backside of the book, and it says, so she does everything right, so what could go wrong? Mackenzie Calvert is a people pleaser. It's exhausting, really, always following the rules. All she wants to do is focus on growing her internet business, but she must go to college to get a degree at her parents' assistance. That means moving to a beachside town in Alum Bay, a community made up of locals and wealthy students in Garnet College. Mac has plenty of practice suppressing her wild impulse, but when she meets a local bad boy, Cooper Hartley, the ability is suddenly tested. Cooper is rough around the edges, raw, candid, and a threat to her ordered existence. Their friendship soon becomes the realest thing in her life. Despite the disdain for the trust fund kids he sees coming and going from his town, Cooper soon realizes Mac isn't just another rich clone and falls hard. But then Mac finally starts failing, accepted by Cooper and his friends. The secret he's been hiding from her threatens the only place that she's ever felt at home. Let me give you the Goodreads rating. The majority is 4 stars. My rating towards this book, I literally DNF'd this book. This is my first ever DNF book that I've ever done. This book literally gave me like After vibes. Like, if you haven't read the After series or like seen like the After movies, that's basically what it reminds me of, After. And then also it gives me a little bit of Outer Banks vibes when they separate kooks and then also pokes. That's what they basically do in here. And then with the After series, like at the beginning of the book, this is no spoiler, but at the beginning of the book, it's like the after series where they make a bet about Mac, and that basically, if you have seen the first ever After movie, that's exactly how this book starts. It was crazy, but I'm sorry, I don't recommend this book. I only recommend it to people who, if you like After, recommend reading this book. Besides that, don't read it. So after I DNF'd that book, I was trying to get like a good book back in, because that book actually got me in a slump. And the book that I'm talking about is That We Were Liars by E. Lockhart, and I'm gonna read the back of the book. If anyone asks you how it ends, just lie. We are Sinclairs. We live, at least in the summertime, on a private island that are off the coast of Massachusetts. Perhaps that's all you need to know, except some of us are liars. This book is so controversial for anyone. So I was basically trying to get the audio version of this book, and because I would be so busy that I was just like, no, like I want to read a book, but then I also need to do things. When you look up the audio version, there's like some different ones on like YouTube. I found this girl that did a review. Her opinions were on the book, and that just like messed it up for me. Like, if you like personally like the fact that you like other people's opinions affecting you, like on your own opinion towards something, go for it. But I do not. I like my own opinions, and this book got so much hate. I do realize why it did, but then I realized why other people loved it. So let me give you the Goodreads rating really quick. The majority rating on this book is 4 stars. And also, it was actually chosen by Goodreads to be top choice for 2014 like Goodreads account. Basically, when I was like reading or like hearing this girl's like review / podcast, she was complaining that there was like way too much names, way too much, like there was just too much information that was not necessarily needed. I do agree with that. At the beginning, they show you a map, and then they also show you what family they come from, what are their names, how they look like, and what are their jobs. It's just like way too many people to remember. All you really need to know is like the 4 main people. My rating is 4.5 stars. You know what? No, 5 stars. When a book gets me crying, I give it 5 stars. And this book got me crying. Oh my god, like I did not predict the plot twist. And when I got there, I cried. Like, oh my god. I literally recorded my reaction. I'm gonna put it right here. Utter disbelief. Oh my god. Chapter 84 got me crying. So, 5 stars. Recommend to people during the summer. It has like forbidden love, family relationships, secrets, cover-ups, mysteries. The last and final book that I'm gonna present to you guys became popular around quarantine. The book that I read is It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. If you live under a rock, basically, this book is well known in the book community. Let me read the back side of the book. Sometimes the ones you love is the ones who hurt you the most. Lily hasn't had it always easy, but there's never stopped her from working hard for the life she wants. She's come a long way from a small town in Maine where she grew up. She graduated from college, moved to Boston, and started her own business. So when she feels a spark with a gorgeous neurosurgeon named Riley Candid, everything in Lily's life suddenly becomes almost too good to be true. Ryle is assertive, stubborn, maybe be a little arrogant. He's also sensitive, brilliant, and also has a total soft side for Lily. Ryle's completely aversion to his relationship is disturbing. As questions about her new relationship overwhelm her, so does the thoughts of Atlas Corden, her first love and a link to her past she left behind. She has a kindred spirit, her protector. When Atlas suddenly reappears, everything Lily has built with Ryle is threatened. With the bold and deeply personal novel, Colleen Hoover delivers a heart-wrenching story that breaks exciting new grounds as a writer. It Ends With Us is an unforgettable table tale of love that comes unlimited price. This love story is literally a tale of love that comes at unlimited price. Like, heads up, like anytime you read a book, read the back. Not only read the back, because I know certain people like me, like we just go over to the books that are popular and give it a chance without reading the book, like the backside of it. Do not do that. I'm telling my future self, do not do that no more. Google the warnings, because there is warnings. Let me read you the warnings first of all, because I didn't even read the warnings till this day. Trigger warnings include domestic violence, abuse, death of a family member, sexual assault, attempt of rape, PTSD, depression, anxiety, and related themes. So like me and my cousins, I feel like we're like a little book club. Basically they had read It Ends With Us. One cousin read that book. She told her sister to read it, and then the sister and her told me to read it, and I was really nervous. I am in love with Atlas. Atlas is like, oh my god, he's hubby bae. Like, he's really, for being generous, humble, worried, he's like a sunshine protector. I can't tell you that much about it, because if I do, I feel like I'm going to spoil the book. Everybody that I know who's read this book has cried for it, and surprisingly I didn't cry for this book necessarily. Like, I was so upset with this book, to be honest. Like, I just wanted to punch the wall. I wanted to throw this book in the air. My cousins had cried for this book, and they told me that I was gonna cry, and I had asked each of them, what made the book make you want to cry? So I was like, when I was reading this book, I was actively showing my cousin like my reaction to it. I genuinely did not know what to rate this book. So I asked her what would she give it to, and she gave me her statement and her rating. And she gave me permission to actually put it and say to you guys as my own personal rating, because I genuinely, the way she worded it, it was like it was just so good. I think it's a good 4.5. It kept me wanting to read more. It showed me how much someone can get themselves out of a difficult relationship, which can be hard. But I think it gives people that they are going through the same thing hope that they can do the same and leave. I love the characters, and it showed with Atlas that you can do whatever you want when you set your mind to it. It was also definitely a good read in my opinion. So that's what she stated. Okay, so the Goodreads rating for It Ends With Us, it was actually chosen to be a winner for Goodreads in 2016. The majority is 5 stars. These were the 5 books that I read at 2023, which was a book for every month. So January, February, March, April, and May. 5 books each month, and I told you guys I was going to update you guys every 5 books. And then if you guys are currently like asking, Gizele, what are you currently reading? I am currently reading One of Us Is Lying by Karen McManus. I am on page 44, and you could see my heart-shaped bookmark that I made myself, and I absolutely love it. But I hope you guys liked today's video. I gave you guys like new books to put on your TBR. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new to my channel, please make sure you guys subscribe. Also, thank you guys so much for 105 subscribers. That is absolutely crazy, and I'm so freaking happy. You have no idea. Like, I'm so thankful. So it's my official thank you to you guys, but I love you guys so much. And please make sure, if you're new to my channel, subscribe, hit the bell for post notifications, get notified every time I post, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. I want to go to sleep.